Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
Mirror World News.
May 20th. 5:05 America, New York. Haunting final moments of influencer show her getting into ex's car before he shoots her. CCTV footage shows teenage influencer Micaele dos Santos Lara getting into a car with her ex-boyfriend David Aparecido da Silva Alves, who killed her before turning the gun on himself.
New York Times World News.
May 20th. 5 o'clock America, New York. How Ukraine reversed the momentum in Bakhmut. Seizing an opening as Russia rotated troops, Ukraine pressed ahead with 3 days of maneuvers that gained ground on the flanks of Bakhmut.
New York Times World News.
May 20th. 5 o'clock America, New York. Building boom on Mykonos reveals wretched side of Greece's recovery. Investors are eager to cash in on soaring demand for luxury properties, but an attack on an archaeologist investigating building violations brought a darker underbelly to light. Construction overlooking Panormos Beach in the Principote Beach Club.
Fox World News.
May 20th. 4:24 America, New York. U.S. Embassy in Brazil releases instructional video on the importance of using neutral pronouns. The U.S. Embassy in Brazil said it is important not to assume a person's pronouns and that it is impossible to know someone's gender based on appearance.
Mirror World News.
May 20th. 4:05 America, New York. Pensioner put headfirst in wheelie bin and beaten by thug who thought she was pedophile. Marie McGowan, 86, thought she was going to die during the ordeal carried out by vile Alex Bailey in Dublin, Ireland, and the pensioner required 24/7 specialist care for months afterwards.
Washington Post World.
May 20th. 3:59 America, New York. Indigenous Australian journalist resigns after relentless, racist abuse. Stan Grant said Australia's public broadcaster did not support him when he was racially mocked or abused, especially after he criticized the British monarchy.
Mirror World News. May 20th. 3:56 America, New York. Missing Levi Davis's Instagram has been active months after X Factor star vanished. Levi Davis was last seen on October 29 after the X Factor star took a boat from Ibiza to Barcelona without his clothes or any money. Now a friend claims his social media account has been active.
Wall Street Journal World News.
May 20th. 3:51 America, New York. Zelensky arrives in Japan to attend G7, meet Biden. Ukraine's president is trying to secure more military support and is scheduled to meet President Biden on Sunday. World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
May 20th. 1:46 America, New York. A day of joy. Brittany Griner makes return to basketball after release from Russian jail. U.S. basketball star Brittany Griner has returned to the court for her first professional league game since her Russian prison ordeal. May 19, 2023. Los Angeles, California, USA. Phoenix Mercury center Brittany Griner, 42, keeps the ball out of the reach of Los Angeles Sparks guard Jordan Canada, 21, in the first half at Crypto.com Arena.
Washington Post World.
May 20th. 1:35 America, New York. Ukraine live briefing. Zelensky likely to meet Biden at G7 summit, U.S. official says. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said it was a safe bet. The leaders would meet while they are in Japan for the Group of Seven summit. BBC News World.
May 20th. 1:24 America, New York. Watch. Officer clings to speeding car in wild chase. A routine traffic stop in the U.S. turned into a chase when officers discovered the driven had a warrant.
Washington Post World.
May 20th. 1 o'clock America, New York. Lebanon deporting refugees to Syria to face an uncertain fate. Once across the border, some of the men have disappeared into Syrian custody. Others are in hiding. Rights groups are calling for a halt to the deportations.
RT World News.
May 20th. 0:33 America, New York. Saudi Arabia reveals stance on Ukraine conflict. The kingdom said that it maintains positive neutrality. Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan has said that Riyadh and other Arab states are taking an impartial stance in the Ukraine-Russia conflict and want to maintain ties with both parties.
BBC News World.
May 20th. 0:29 America, New York. Dom Phillips and Bruno Pereira, Brazilian former official indicted over murders. The former head of Brazil's Indigenous Protection Agency is accused of indirectly playing a part in journalist's death.
BBC News World. May 20th. 016 America New York, Turkey election. Why the world is watching the presidential race. Democracy, EU candidacy, and the fate of millions of Syrians are all on the ballot paper next week.
https://globalnews.ca/feed/.
May 20th. 005 America New York. Massive blaze at Winnipeg apartment block displaces 180 people, sends firefighter to hospital. A massive fire at a Winnipeg apartment block has forced up to 180 residents from their home. Fire 5.
Wall Street Journal World News.
May 20th. 004 America New York. America's biggest bank is everywhere, and it isn't done growing. The deposit crisis that toppled First Republic and two other banks has only made J.P. Morgan stronger.
Wall Street Journal World News.
May 20th. 004 America New York. America's biggest bank is everywhere, and it isn't done growing. The deposit crisis that toppled First Republic and two other banks has only made J.P. Morgan stronger.